I'm out to everybody. Coming out was its own process, its own brave fucking process. Coming out is not easy, especially the further in life you are, I think. I don't know. Like, I was a bro-y dude for a really long time. And I came out like a bro would too, you know? I came out to my dad at a Buffalo Wild Wing. And that's the thing, same? Did someone just say same? Holy shit. What a cool marketing opportunity for Buffalo Wild Wing.
But I didn't come out to my mom for a really long time because I thought she wasn't going to be cool with it. And finally, when I was 19, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to tell her. I go, Mom, I'm gay. And she goes, I know. Look at your hair. And that was it. That was the entire conversation. Very easy. So I would highly recommend coming out to my mom. She already knows you're gay, you know?
I was told I don't give off a gay vibe. Azoi ze zukt. That's what they told me. Now, I didn't know this until a few months ago. Leo and I live in Manhattan, a big building with 1 million people in it, and a lot of gossip. A lot of gossip. Lashon hara, evil tongue. And the woman that's in charge of all of this gossip lives on our floor. I'm not gonna mention her name, Sharon Berkowitz. 9F, right when you make the turn. 2 months ago, she corners me in the elevator and says, I don't know if you've heard, but the lawyer that bought the apartment above yours is a homosexual. I said, Sharon, you're kidding me. I've been banging him for 3 months. I had no idea he's a lawyer.
I'm very proud of the fact that I think I may have made the gayest person on earth. I think my daughter is the most lesbian that's ever lesed a lesbian. No, but here's why. Hear me out. You'll go with me on this. She came to me one day and sat me down. I was like, I need to ask you something. I'm like, oh my God, it sounds deep. What's up? And she's like, you're bi, right? I was like, yeah. And then she goes, so why a man? What? I was like, dude, that man is your biological father. Without him, you literally don't exist. And without missing a beat, she goes, yeah, so why a man? What a bitch. So...
I appreciate you coming out here to see my show, The Optimist, and I know that there may be some of you in the audience here this evening. Hey, listen, I'm assuming you might have seen me do stand-up comedy before. And you might be thinking, there we go, 4 of you, well done. Those stats are bad, actually. We need to review this. We'll do it afterwards, but that's not great. And you might be thinking, optimist. It's not really your jam, Jen Brister. You'd be absolutely right. My cup is very much half empty, and I don't want you to fucking fill it, okay? But I've got to try and fill it because I am a parent and I have children. I have twins and they are 8. Yeah, they're 8 now, twin boys. Thank you for clapping that. It's one man in the second row. Thank you, sir. He's really into it. Got to think about twins. Let's not bring it up right now. But listen, I've got to do it for them, yeah? I've got to be a better person for my children. I can't let them see who I really am. Look away, children. Don't look at Mama in the eye. Look away. The only way I know how to parent my children is to lie to them. We all lie to our children. Every parent lies to our children, particularly when they're young. There's 3 there's 3 fundamental lies that we say to our kids, yeah? Number 1, Father Christmas. Apparently he's a thing. Yeah, we've all agreed that, not just in this country, it seems to be international. We've all agreed that Father Christmas is a thing. I say to my kids, now listen, don't you talk to strangers, especially any strange men, right? But Christmas night, some big fat fella will be popping into your bedroom to drop off some presents, okay? I know it's a mixed message, but don't worry about it. Number 2, the tooth fairy. My kids are not freaked out by this at all. They have accepted this. We have told them that some tiny little, fucking, what is it? Some tiny little thing is going to be buzzing around at night. It's going to nick their teeth and leave some money under the pillow, and they're like, Mama, I can't wait. Surely that's the stuff of nightmares, isn't it? Can you imagine going to sleep at night knowing that was going to happen? You wouldn't be able to sleep, you'd be like that. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Number 3, the biggest lie of all that we say to our children, and that is, everything's gonna be all right. We have to say that. We have to say that to our kids for when we are confronted by questions from our children. Questions, right? Questions like this. Mama, I've got a question for you, Mama. Mama, 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 whatever the fuck it is, could you just get on with it, mate? Because this is really painful, okay? So just let me know what it is, okay? Mama, does global warming mean that we're all gonna die? Oh my goodness, oh my darling boy. Okay, now listen.
A lot of people ask, like, in a lesbian relationship, how do you choose who has the baby? And the way we chose is, like, we were just like, okay, well, it's the tall one, you know? It's lesbian law, I can take it. But the deal was, I was gonna have our first kid, and then my wife was gonna have our second kid, so we'd have 2 kids. But what happened was I gave birth to our first kid, and she saw that. And she said, I'm not doing that. So we're having 1 kid.
I'm excited. I've got a boyfriend. We've been together for 4 years. I love him very much. He's fantastic. He's probably the most homophobic person in my life. Which is a bit odd. I've never been called a by the man who sucks your dick, but it really throws you. It feels kind of wrong. This is a funny bit that'll do. We'll be having a romantic moment. I'll look in his eyes going, I love you, man. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. And he'll just pause and go, gay. It gets me every time. As a queer man, I'm offended. As a comedian, I'm delighted. That's wonderful stuff. You'll say crook shit all the time. The other day we were talking about what our wedding might look like if we ever got married. My boyfriend generally said that at our wedding, he wants me and him to face off in a gladiator-style fight, and, direct quote, whoever loses is the woman. What the fuck? Am I dating my high school bully? What the fuck is this shit?
You're not even gonna believe this. Okay. I read a story, and I'm gonna read it. I just want you to, ma'am, can you just look at, just make sure that's a real story. I didn't make this up. Okay, it's a real thing. FBI seizes over 3,000 penises during a raid at a morgue employee's home. I'm gonna say that shit again. FBI seizes over 3,000 penises during raid at morgue employee's home. It sounds like Florida, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Yeah. But it's not, y'all. It's Houston, Texas. Yeah. Which makes you wonder why they passed a ban on abortions when somebody's clearly hoarding all the dicks. That just seems like unnecessary legislation to me. I clicked on the article because I want to give y'all the facts. And as I read the article, y'all, the article stated several times that the fella kept the penises in jars. Like that was the burning question in all of our minds. How's he keeping them fresh? What does he have, saran wrap or Ziploc bags, Tupperware? Jars. I'm gonna guess pickle jars. That's just what makes sense to me. Because as I kept reading it, I kept thinking to myself, if I were to collect some part of a man, and I think we can all tell by this haircut, that's never gonna fucking happen. But if I were to collect some part of a man, I wouldn't want your penis. I'd want your little balls. Right? You can fit a bunch of balls in a jar. Hell, that could be the game at your next birthday party. Guess how many balls is in my jar? Because I'm from the South, y'all. I know you can hear it in my voice. I'm from the South, and men in the South are very connected to their balls. It's a very important part of their life. I'll give you an example. I was talking to my brother the other day. I told him I was going to do some gigs in Hawaii. My brother says, Hawaii? Shit, girl. I'd give my left nut for that. You've heard men say that, right? They give their left nut for that. Is that a currency somewhere? Is there someplace just accepting left nuts for goods? Because it's always their left nut. They always want to part. Y'all never want to get rid of that right nut, do you? No. And I think your nuts hear that. That's what I believe. I believe your nuts hear it. I have a little theory. I'm going to test it out. Ma'am, is this your husband? Yes, all right. So you've seen this nut. Okay. So here's my theory. Here's what I think. I think his right nut is probably swinging low, right? It's got some swagger. It's got some confidence. It knows it's not going anywhere, right? But his little left nut is like scared up in the corner, right? Because it knows if this asshole wants anything bad enough, he's just gonna clip him loose. So here's what I suggest. Later on, when y'all are having your special time, just very gently with your left hand, just go right to it, right? Just give a little bounce at first, a little bounce. And then just gently, just start to kind of pull it down, right? And let it know it's okay to come down and join his brother, right? And later on, sir, when you're getting your nuts tugged, you remember Jen Kober did that for you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I love being here in Las Vegas. I have been eating my way through this town for 3 days. I love it, y'all. I couldn't do that the last time I was here, y'all, because I was suffering from the GERD. the acid reflux, the heartburn, right? I see the older people are nodding with me, and you younger people here in the middle, you don't know what I'm talking about, do you? Let me just tell you what's gonna happen. One day, you're gonna be asleep. Sleeping. Unconscious. When all of a sudden, fire is gonna start in your belly and shoot up the back of your throat, making you jolt out of bed and scream to Jesus, "What fresh hell is this?" And then you're gonna remember that you ate a piece of pizza 3 fucking days ago. And the tomatoes are now attacking your system. Lucky for me, it's a very easy fix. You just take a pill every day, right? I take the pill every day. I'm right back on the sauce. Marinara, that's right, man, that's right. Love it. But my doctor said to me, you know, Jennifer, you might also want to eat a banana every day. Bananas are very soothing to your tummy. And I'm sure you can tell by my necktie, I'm not a lady who enjoys bananas. They're not for me. They're not for me. I mean, I will eat bananas, y'all. I will, but I like to cut them up into little fucking pieces. Stab them with a fork, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, better yet, put them in the blender, just, right, just. It's very exciting. The real reason I don't like bananas, y'all, is because I hate flies. I don't use that word very often, but I do. I hate them. I hate flies. I hate them so much that I bought an electronic tennis racket, right, to kill. Y'all, I love to go in that kitchen first thing in the morning, flip those lights on real fast, and just rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta! I love it when a big one comes in the window. I call those juicers, right? Because they'll stick to that screen and sizzle for a little minute. Y'all, there is nothing like the smell of burnt fly in the morning. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I don't even keep bananas in my house, really, because I have a trash can with a lid on it. And you know, if you put a banana peel in a trash can with a lid on it, it's going to smell like banana for the rest of your damn life. So I don't even keep bananas in my house. What I do is I walk down to the little fruit stand. I live right on the beach, and there's a little fruit stand. I'm on TV. And it's beautiful. I just go right down to the little fruit stand, and I buy a banana. I buy a banana every day, and I eat the banana on my way home, and I throw the peel into somebody else's trash can, right? Because fuck them, right? I don't know them. They're nobody to me. Nobody to me. So the other morning, I show up at the fruit stand, and the little fella who's there every morning says to me, "Why you only buy one banana at a time? You could buy 2, 3, whole bunch of banana. But every morning, one banana, one banana, one banana. You could sleep late." So I felt triggered. But I did think to myself, you know, I would like to sleep later in the morning. Maybe what I'll do today is I'll buy 2 bananas. I'll eat one on the way home, and then I'll just have the other banana for tomorrow. What can go wrong in one night with one banana? So I buy 2 bananas. I eat one on the way home. I throw the peel into somebody else's trash can because fuck them. That's right. I'm glad somebody's paying attention here. It's okay, sir. You're okay. So I get back home, and I've just got my one banana. I wake up the next morning, and the banana's right there on the counter. My housekeeper put it on the counter. I have a housekeeper. I'm on TV. And she put the banana right there on the counter for me. So when I woke up the next morning, I go into the kitchen, I flip on the lights, and there are flies all over this banana. Y'all, do you understand this banana is still sealed by the Lord? No one's opened this banana. Where are all the flies coming from? So I did the only thing I could do. I peeled that banana, I chopped it up, I ate it real fast, I put the peel into the bag, I tied it off, and now I'm taking this bag out of my house. It's not even staying in my house. I go down the back steps to the alley where the dumpster is. I put the bag in the dumpster, and as soon as I start looking all over the alley, y'all, all over the ground in the alley, there are little fun-sized candy bars. Just scattered. Well, I wanted them. I wanted them real bad, but I'm an adult. I don't know if I'm allowed to eat trash alley candy off the ground. Is that allowed? It's still wrapped. Technically, it's still okay, right? And let's be real, if these were full-size candy bars, I'd already be upstairs eating them, right? But they're so, is it worth, oh, right? And P.S., if this is the size of fun, we're fucked, okay? Why is this, I feel like the 8-foot Twix, that's the fun size, right? What man decided that 2 inches was fun?
I feel incredibly privileged to have met my queerness now in terms of where we're at in space and time and history. I think largely I've been able to ride into queerness on the coattails of centuries of other people's activism. Thank you, universe, yum, yum, yum. Lucky me. I think the only thing is probably even easier to be compared to 50 years ago now than queer is probably vegan. Just because you can get vegan food everywhere now, can't you? I mean, you can get plant-based food everywhere you go, and they've learned to do stuff, you know, they're amazing. You can get a full vegan menu in Wetherspoons pubs now. Do you know Wetherspoons, where progress went to die? I think it's an incongruous place to be able to get a full vegan menu. You know, I just mean that vegans haven't had to have centuries of being sort of like oppressed and jailed and killed and converted to get their own whole menu, have they, in Wetherspoons? You could argue they've had a long time of culinary oppression if you tasted tofu. No, none of us have, but we've all eaten it.
So I was having a wank in Dubai. It's a good place to masturbate, and I was just outside having some lunch, lowered my cutlery and went, it's time. That's enough vitamin D, time for some vitamin me. And I went up to my room, right, and I sat at the side of the bed, and I opened up my laptop to watch some gay porn, because I'm gay. Oh, sorry, did that hit you, by the way? Oh, all right, oh, God, oh, that's how you catch it. One bit of a party pop and like, cock. I was so worried that was not going to pop. I don't think there's anything sadder than when a party popper doesn't pop. You know when like the party popper pops, but the party stays inside? Could put that down there. Okay, so I was trying to watch some Welcome to Homosexual Community, and are you nodding? Are you already a member? Rainbow socks. Yeah, look, all right. Yeah, so having your badge on your chest is such a straight person thing to do. Like, I love how you go for the socks as well as if someone going, hey, are you gay? Yeah, look at this. We're good for you having the rainbow socks. Actually, who is gay? Oh, cool. 5 or 6 of us, cool. And are you human? All right. can I borrow one of those socks? I hope you've got tomorrow off. This might take a while. Right, so I opened up my laptop, tried to watch some of the gay porn, because I'm gay, and I don't need to keep clarifying that. I don't think anybody will watch this and think, oh, he's straight, but he watches gay porn. Very progressive of you. Well done. But I was trying to watch some gay porn, but I couldn't because it was blocked. It's illegal to be gay in Dubai, right? Which is actually weird. There's gay bars in Dubai. Not gay bars, prisons. But since the gay porn was blocked, I had to watch some of the straight stuff. Long-time listener, first-time caller. It's very weird watching straight porn as a gay Catholic. I was wanking and I was thinking, my dad would be so proud of me right now. It's a weird thing though, because I actually don't blame people in Dubai for being homophobic, because they've kind of been brainwashed into thinking that way. Like, because I used to be homophobic. I hated myself for ages because I got brought up as a Catholic and I thought homosexuality was wrong and evil. Now I just think it's naughty. But I think most gay people have that thing of getting over the initial shame of it. Like, my shame run deep, by the way, because I was so Catholic and so ashamed of who I was that I thought of going to a Pray the Gay Away camp. And I know, but you know what you think of Pray the Gay Away camps? It's weirdly a catchy name. The name sounds gay-friendly, like, oh, you're going to pray the gay away? Not today, but okay. You know that thing of if something rhymes, people think it's true? I think if the word gay was a word that had no rhyme, there wouldn't be as many camps for it. If the word gay was like a word like orange that has no rhyme, there wouldn't be as many camps. Also, if gay people were called orange people, we'll get more pride parades in Scotland and Northern Ireland. But Pray the Gay Away camps, they are so weird, man, right? And you can look this up when you go home, right? What they do is they measure you using a Kinsey scale, which is a scale of 1 to 6 of how gay you are. It's like, who measures anything 1 to 6? It's either 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. What must have happened is, it was originally 1 to 5. And somebody's turned up. And they were just so gay. Oh my God, he's a 6. It truly is the number of the beast. Just some guy looking like an inflatable man outside of a car dealership. Like, I'm so glad I didn't go, obviously, but also I'm glad I didn't go, because if I went and it worked, that'd be awful. Because coming out of the closet is quite difficult, but going back in, that must be a mission. I remember actually, see when I was, back when I was straight, loads of my mates used to call me a big poofter, and as soon as I came out as gay, they just stopped calling me it. I could not be straight again. I wouldn't be able to handle the homophobia. After the shame thing you get over, then you have the... well, gay people tend to have an identity crisis. The ones I know, I had an identity crisis. Basically, before I came out as gay, I was like, I have to be as straight acting as possible. Right? You know, that straight acting thing, right? And then as soon as I came out as gay, I was like, oh, I can be myself. And I was like, who am I? And so then I went really far the other way and I tried to be camp. And I used to like go around with my wrists down. And I know I don't look camp, I just look ill. I did that for a while, and I got to go to Disneyland for free, so it wasn't all bad. But nobody thought I was gay, right? So I started putting my bum out as well. That's my problem. If I was camp, I would just look like a dinosaur. Just walking down the road like that. Oh, there's a sail on. Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Just going like that there. Stay still. His vision is based on movement. Are you okay? Okay, cool. Sorry. How was my flirting? Was that all right? Can I see your socks?